to just like challenge your dog, like
Okay,
you know, and versus just come in and sit on your couch. Just learn to approach
look,
calm, assertive.
look.
What are you doing?
He's not gonna bite you.
No, I know. No, don't worry. I'm not comfortable. I'm not avoiding anybody.
Yeah, just you.
Have a nice time.
So now that she's in a calm submissive state, then you can bring her in your lap. You can actually grab her and put her in your lap.
Jesus.
Oh, that's because the way you hold.
Here.
A lot of the people that seek our help, they become genuinely fearful. So it was definitely one of the biggest challenge to help the relationship Terry and Lola. Because when Lola was next to Terry, she became extremely powerful. Let me have that space so I can grab it so you don't get nervous. So I'm just gonna break it down for her, you know, because at this point she is so conditioned. At the beginning, I will explain when she said I'm really afraid. But he was absolutely right about this. There was a lot of sound going on. But it looks worse than what actually it is. You could definitely get hurt if you get tense or nervous. She's nervous, so if you're fearful and then it's two fearful or nervous energies touching each other, the outcome can only be bad.
Should I put gloves on?
You can put gloves on. You have some? We use gloves to make it safer for both.
Oh.
We have to wait until she stops so she can see what is it that we want to do with our hands. We don't want to hurt her. We want her to experience our hand in a calm way.
Whoa. Like a Gila monster.
Remember the movie The Exorcist?
When I was working with Lola, I hit a wall where I was not able to help her anymore. So that's why I decided to bring Lola from her home into my home and give her a dose of balanced dogs. There's a very overwhelming feeling for any dog to be surrounded by dogs without being attacked. There you go. She just have to go through the experience. There was a lot of jumping at that moment that I introduced her to my pack. See, this is the nervousness expressed differently. You notice it? There you go.
That pickle won't kill her?
If he was not under control, of course he will. Terry was a little nervous about the situation, which is understood.
I'm feeling horrible for her. I know, I'm feeling like...
I know, but they're not doing anything to her except smelling her.
How is this helping her? I don't understand.
We don't have aggression.
Oh.
Notice?
Yes, I do notice that. Right.
So, come here. I keep reminding Terry, there is no biting going on at this moment, so there's no need to worry. So as much as I was working with Lola, I was also making sure Terry was comfortable as well and understanding what is it that I was doing at that moment.
I'm afraid that one of the dogs will attack her. I'll be
I
honest.
know, but that's the story in your mind. That's not reality. So we're going to focus on what is really happening. The dogs are just curious about her. That's the reality.
Right.
So definitely I was working with two nervous sources, human source, dog source. So I have to be very gentle with both of them.
Okay, want me to go pick her up?
Yes. What's the difference? So it's related to environment.
Oh, so then
Okay, so now let's put it back.
We won.
So in my house, her mind went into submissive state. If it doesn't work for me with what I'm doing, I always go and ask the help from the pack. The pack does magic. Those are obviously real dogs. Alright, so I'm going to bring one of my dogs and we're gonna do the same exercise on the table.
okay, that's fine.
Come on. And then you can tell her what you want.
Sit.
Final questions are disabled.
Grab touch.
Because he's there, right?
Because it's a new source of energy in the circle.
Does that mean that now we have to get Coco?
No. Coco's doing gloves. You can have it.
Good.
Now. See, the mind is already in the zone, so you have to be able to practice with the gloves and without the gloves.
In spite of his OCD, Howie accepts the deal.
Don't drop them.
There you go. She's already coming to you.
Yeah, that's no problem. They're and it's comfortable. Don't worry, there's nothing. Just if you would just calm down, please. What do I do? It would be. It's got goodness. That was my flesh. It was the dog. There's another thing. Yeah, it's going well. It's going well. It's nice. Now it's not. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Once how we got into a more serious state, he was definitely doing whatever I was asking him to do so he can experience and his wife can also experience how can they work together. Now you at least are giving her the opportunity to relax with you.
Referral requests are disabled.
I like this. That was good. You see that? Look at that.
Fantastic.
Before Caesar takes off, he wants to make sure that Howie and Terry imitate the couch from their feisty chihuahua.
At this point, she can't move